Welcome to Psychics Nationwide. We were looking for people with paranormal abilities. We selected the top 10 and began large-scale psychic trials. We now have 4 finalists left, and today the battle to win our project will be the best. You, the audience, decide now. With the help of voting, you can support any of the 4 psychics.
In the final battle, the psychics fight. Slavic sorcerer Alexei Fact. Universal psychic Sula Skander, descendant of Scandinavian magicians Victoria Zelesnova. Psychic searcher Ibrahimov. The psychic from Iran predicted death, war, and disaster since childhood. After a long mountain hike, his clairvoyance sharpened.
Yes, this is my child.
Your daughter.
Psychic Victoria Zelesnova. Even at school, she read the thoughts of classmates and teachers. Victoria looks like a film, rewinding it mentally.
This is a person's place, and you feel what you felt.
Iskander, a clairvoyant from Kazakhstan. From the trial, Sulu admitted that she is descendants of an ancient noble family.
Genghis Khan.
Sulu has X-ray vision and is able to diagnose and heal people.
How many?
Alexei Fat, a hereditary Zaporozhye sorcerer who believes himself to be the highest rank of magicians, possessing the ability to enchant and retrieve people from any location around the globe.
The border between this and this world.
The final 4 contestants are up against the most challenging tasks. Who will emerge victorious in the battle of the psychics?
One final test. Search for a person. Our psychics have successfully coped with such a task more than once, but they have never had such a difficult test. A task that is completely impossible for a normal person awaits them. So the decisive battle begins with the most grandiose challenge in the history of our project.
Everything will happen here, in the sleeping area of Moscow. In this quarter, 16 houses, 57 entrances, 2,208 apartments on such a huge territory. Tests are held for the first time. Here, psychics will have to find one single person. This is Isagalo Alexander Yakin. The stars of the series are happy together. And now participants in our experiment. They will be made by unceremonious magicians, the Safronova brothers.
We think that's here.
The perpetrators concealed their victim in this entrance in apartment 271 on the 6th floor. Regardless of the circumstances, brothers Ilya and Andrei will refuse to set Dasha free until one of the psychics discovers her. So that no one finds?
There is no one here now but us, and
Nobody is aware of your whereabouts.
are we gonna sit here till one of your saviors will find you?
But Sergei Safronov, along with the hapless Sasha Yakin, will observe the work of the clairvoyants and watch their every step. Victoria Zelesnova begins this difficult search. Victoria, hello.
Good evening.
Victoria, the situation is that brothers I have taken a close, and she is being held in one of the houses on this block. Your mission is to locate her.
Take a photo, and moreover, I will provide you with a personal item.
It's very difficult because people are at home and people in the evening are now all at home. Who is sleeping, which is very difficult, in fact. Just unrealistically hard.
Will the psychics be able to locate the girl?
Here are 2 options. Let's keep them. I think that's it.
A very long time.
Maybe I won't find it at all.
watching the Battle of Psychics with you. I am its host, Mikhail Porechenkov. Today is the final, and only you viewers of our project will decide who will be the winner of the battle. Voting is already underway, and we are beginning the final test with an incredibly difficult task.
Residential area of Yasenevo district, 16 houses, 57 entrances, 208 apartments in building number 19 on the 6th floor. We hit actress Dasha Sagalova, star of the series Happy Together. Magicians Ilya and Andrei Safronov abducted the girl right in front of her colleague Sasha Yakin. He is unaware of Dasha's location and will seek her with the assistance of our team of psychics. Every move made by the clairvoyants will be carefully monitored by our resident skeptical illusionist, Sergei Safronov. Will psychics be able to find a girl in such a huge space? Can they open the right door of one of the 2,000 apartments? Victoria Zeleznova begins this difficult search.
Victoria, I'll give you 40 minutes to complete this task.
Feel that way. The apartment is small. How are we doing?
We're behind you because we don't know where to go either.
Yes.
Victoria chose the right direction.
I'm making an effort. I'm about to communicate with her so she can respond to me.
Indeed.
Talk subconsciously? Yes.
How Dasha can help the psychic is absolutely incomprehensible. Now she's busy with the Safronov brothers' tricks.
No, I think so.
Are you there already?
They try their best to entertain the girl and fulfill the main condition of the experiment, not to release her from the apartment on the 6th floor of this multi-story building.
I think, well, I'm at least trying to count the direction. I think we're going the right way.
During this time, Victoria Zeleznova reduced the distance to the desired house 2 times. But the psychic only has 10 minutes to search.
This is indeed an apartment? I think that this is still not an apartment here, but right here.
Behind this fence is a kindergarten. He is now separating the psychics from the house where the kidnappers are keeping Dasha. Can Victoria overcome the barrier?
I'm trying to tune in cleanly. Here it is, and I feel like it's here. There's nothing behind my back. How will we get there?
Window to walk. I started well and chose the right direction. Decided that Dasha might be in kindergarten.
Well, generally just complete orientation, it seemed to me.
Are you sure there?
Yes, it's very difficult to concentrate here because of these houses, yes, but it seems to me that here...
Victoria, you didn't use up all the time we gave you. And yet you made your choice and it was wrong. This is the only way to the kindergarten. It's closed.
There are a lot of people here, that is, it is quite possible that there are people who have energy similar to Dasha. And this ringing is just in my ears. The more I opened up, in order to understand where, the more it put pressure on me. That is, it instantly knocks me out of the rut. But you can't find it when you close.
Located in an area teeming with residents is Iskander. Will she manage to locate the solitary door behind which the kidnappers are concealing Dasha among 2,000 apartments?
I don't know. I'm drawn there. Peculiar connections there. I cannot accompany her. She's bored. She sits.
You see, I'm not spying. I
Tell right away.
This. All right, let's repeat it.
Note that was correct. Ability is convincing.
25 minutes of searching, and Psychic is already standing next to that house. Where they hide Dasha, there are only 200 MN left to the target.
Be aware that Dasha is definitely somewhere in this building, whether Sola can perceive her presence.
This house ends right here, and I find myself liking it, honestly, even though I don't really get it.
Do you choose this house?
Let's try to open something anyway.
In this case, it remains to choose the entrance.
I've got 2 choices. All right, then, let's give this one a shot.
Are we near solving it?
I don't know, I have something like this here. For some reason, I saw a window above the visor.
I personally concealed the Dasha, and I'm the only one who knows that particular entrance. I don't know this entrance, I'm sorry. You're mistaken.
It happens.
The psychic Iskander was very close to victory, but Sagalov is still held captive by the Safronov brothers. Meanwhile, the entertainment for the captive is far from over. Brothers Ilya and Andrei show their 209 trick. Now look into the eyes and think only of the map. Maybe the sorcerer Alexei can cope with this most difficult test in spirits.
They will eventually come together to provide assistance.
While the precious minutes allocated to the search for a psychic spends on communicating with spirits.
Not even close. Everything is very interesting. This, of course, is to resettle all the people. Leaving Dasha alone here would be great. Having 1,000 people forms a bustling network, with each energy layer overlapping the next. He's a grandfather there in green slippers, enjoying tea while sitting in front of the television. There is a woman in her 40s wearing glasses reading a book. I am unable to comprehend a book. If I secretly inform you about the center located on the 8th floor. Young people in an oak veneer bedroom making love.
We are unable to verify this information. We will only be convinced of the psychic's abilities when Alexei Fat manages to locate the kidnapped girl.
Oh, I'm not fond of any of this. She is entirely too relaxed, showing no response to any serious impulses. They were peacefully. It is exceptionally calm. Lying down or sitting on lying down. Finding any trace is extremely difficult. The momentum is truly non-existent. 99.5% failed the test. I want to greet Dasha.
You mean you're refusing to take the test?
Let it be so.
I wholeheartedly agree that testing is extremely difficult. Honestly, it seems almost impossible to locate Dasha personally. I doubt anyone will find her today given such challenging conditions.
Never yet. I don't know what to do. The dawn will already be. Will this task remain unfulfilled? 16 houses, 57 entrances, more than 2,000 apartments. How to feel the energy of one single person here, having only his photo in hand. The last task begins the Iranian psychic. In front of him is a huge residential area.
The day seemed distant, but... There.
Mehdi chose the right direction. The previous psychics also followed the trail correctly, but none of them reached the goal.
Past 5 minutes. In just 5 minutes, he managed to achieve the same level that previous took 30 minutes to reach.
However, she remains confined on the 6th floor of house number 19.
Guys, long time? Very long, huh?
I doubt we have any today at all.
House 19. Some house 1919. Let's see what number this house is, and then we will understand house 19. Wow! It appears that ours is indeed house number 19. Can you believe that?
Managed to determine the house, but this is not enough. Now he has to choose the right entrance.
Only me and my brothers know where Dasha is. Therefore, everything that is happening now, I cannot explain. For a fact.
To make him a decision, stood in front of the entrance door for nearly 5 entire minutes.
This particular house, 19, and the entrance you chose, what prompted us to settle on this choice. Become paintings. Would you kindly step inside? We need to come in here so you can choose the floor and apartment number.
Dasha is on the 6th floor in apartment 271, and she has already been told about the approach of a psychic. The girl got nervous, found me here. I didn't understand.
Did he choose this apartment? What brought us here? What happens there is your responsibility.
How?
Wow, did you really do it? Tell me about it. Well, what did you go through? I'm terribly frightened. I apologize.
Well, I just didn't expect it, honestly.
Thank you very much. I understand Dasha, who was crying, because I was really happy that Mick, and at the same time scared. Of all the blocks, he chooses this very door. You realize this is really happening in front of you. It becomes scary. It becomes out of place. Because it turns out that there are people who can find you anywhere, at any time. I was looking for a person. I saw her. And I have to look. I have to find.
This most difficult test ended in the victory of our psychics. Well, you have already selected the winner of our battle, keeping in mind that this was one challenge for the finalists while you cast your vote for who you believe is the best. 4 psychics are getting ready for the final, most challenging, decisive battle.
A terrible tragedy disturbed the peace of the residents of the closed city of Zhelezhnogorsk. Early on a September morning in the backyard of a local nightclub, the disfigured case of 11th grade student Nastya Lafina was found.
I only recognized her from the tattoos on her hands, and it's impossible to recognize her face. It is so disfigured. It is one solid blood ointment.
The last time Nastya spoke to her mother on the phone was just 40 minutes before her death. The girl made a call from a nightclub just 50 meters away from her house, informing she would be home soon. Nobody knows what happened to the 17-year-old schoolgirl.
Death resulted from a shock, which leads to a severe blow.
Who is to blame for the death of a high school student?
Bad relationships.
What secrets do the walls of a local nightclub hold?
This is the final for victory in our Project 4 Psychics fight, and each of them can become the winner. It all depends on you, on the results of the audience vote. Now, the 4 candidates for the title of Best Psychic will undergo the final assessments.
Shock, horror, indignation, these terrible feelings of September 30th. Every resident of Zhelezhnogorsk experienced a quiet, closed city where there is practically no crime. A schoolgirl was brutally murdered. The disfigured body of 11th grade student Nastya Lafina was discovered early in the morning in the backyard of a nightclub by a random passerby. Even the mother could not recognize the girl. She recognized her daughter only by the special sign of the tattoo of the form of dolphins.
I recognized her face as a solid mass of dark color only purely from her hands, with certain scars and tattoos. It is impossible to know from this face. I don't know how many hits.
The last instance that Nastya conversed with her mom was over the phone at 4 a.m. Just a few moments later, as the results of the exam revealed, the girl had died. The cause of death of the schoolgirl was painful shock.
There was merely a call from her later in the evening saying, "Mom, don't worry, I'll be home shortly. I'm in front of the windows near Baikal."
Baikal is a nightclub located just 50 meters from Nastya Lafina's house. It was there that the schoolgirl was last seen alive behind the building of this club. Her body was discovered.
They ended our friend's life. She left me and took me into a taxi. She got home, then she texted her mother, "Mom, everything is fine with me. I'm sitting in the yard. I'm on a bench," she remarks. She's feeling bored, desires to dance. I said, "Well, I won't go."
After the terrible death of a schoolgirl in Zheleznogorsk, rumors spread that the corpses of other teenagers were found in the city one after the other.
There aren't any corpses of serial killers and similar cases that are unregistered.
Nastya Lafina was the sole child in the family. She consistently achieved good grades, hence on Saturdays her mother granted her permission to stay out late. The motive behind the horrific incident with the girl remains a mystery.
What method he employed to complete the act? What steps are necessary to commit such an act?
Marina Vasina, Nastya's mother, made a special trip from the Krasnoyarsk territory to Moscow to seek the assistance of psychics in discovering who killed her daughter and why.
I was left completely on my own, and learning about Nastya has become the most sacred quest of my life. I want someone responsible to face justice while ensuring the innocent are spared.
Professor and criminologist Mikhail Vinogradov will supervise this undertaking without knowing the specifics or having prior information. Psychics will be required to deduce the tragic events in the life of our heroine. Only when the clairvoyants sense the nature of the misfortune will they be given photographs and personal items of the slain Nastya Lafina. Clairvoyant Victoria Zheleznova will try to solve the mystery of the mysterious death of schoolgirl.
Good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon, Victoria. Try to answer the question, what misfortune happened in this woman's life?
Then put your hands down.
Related to the child?
Yes.
The pain of grief is still all this is very bitter in your heart.
Yes.
You feel like it was just yesterday. Can you give me photos?
You can look.
Because it's easier for me. Absolutely beautiful, yes, yes.
Jewelry is on the diary.
Nastya's 16, 17. I feel intense fear. This is a significantly violent...
Yeah, it is probably.
I never see the murder weapon. I'm genuinely afraid to look because I intensely feel it on me. She's not alone. I think it's a man's fault. Guilty at liberty.
He's alone, he's alone.
He was one person she knew well. So it's not accidental?
Why could you do this?
This is some kind of rage. The person feels cruel and a little emotionally unbalanced.
What caused this rage?
Something was said. What just made a person angry?
The age. How can you determine how much older he or
Young, well older than 20, 23,
like this?
blonde hair to be seen. Haircut, light eyes, thin. She knew him. That is, this is an acquaintance of hers.
On that horrifying night, Nastya Vafina was witnessed by several people, and one of her classmates conversed with her shortly before she passed away. Nastya left the club with someone at night and never managed to find out that it was a robbery? It's hard to believe. Surprisingly, one of the classmates of the deceased schoolgirl after her death. A peculiar SMS message arrived unexpectedly with Nastya Lavina's name as the signature. It came from an unknown number. A 16-year-old teenager was arrested on suspicion of being involved in Nastya's murder. During the investigation, the authorities discovered the keys to the deceased girl's apartment. The police are confident that the evidence points to his guilt, but Nastya's mother firmly believes that this boy could not possibly be responsible for her daughter's death.
I do not believe that this can be done from a boy purely by character, purely by his strength. A boy cannot have such health. Perhaps to commit such a vicious murder, the soul does not accept him as a murderer. I don't want him to suffer through no fault of his own, and in fact, I want to find the real killer.
It's already terrifying when you can't see someone's face. He is aware of it, but he didn't commit the murder. He wasn't the killer, so he wasn't with her at the time. The man was older than him. This one almost the same age. Yes, this one is what I said. His hair is so lighter and his eyes are blue. The boy knows he is afraid. So he is as simple as a beast.
Can you observe where it is situated?
He is far away from where it happened. Yes, I feel that it's not here at all, so it's hard to take. She just
wants
so that they can find him, so that they can just point their finger at him.
This influential individual is...
That he has power, and it is important for her. The guy's already crossed the line. There is no prosecutor's office, but people will know. That is, somehow the truth will come out. In this case, it will come out. So I just see that this is the end of it, and it will be easier for you. But nothing will be proven.
He attends the funeral ceremony. You might be able to discover more about it.
There were many people. Yes, I can see the crowd. I have simply observed from a distance. And he left, that is, he wasn't there in the front rows. He didn't want to stand out 100%, but he was there.
Almost the whole of Zheleznogorsk gathered for the funeral of Nastya Lavina, the brutal murder of the girl. Local residents saw it as a personal tragedy. The admirable girl from Zheleznogorsk was accompanied on her final journey with promises to find and bring the perpetrator to justice for the harsh treatment of an innocent girl. Sulu Iskander began the test. Seeing Marina, she immediately felt that this woman had an accident with her daughters. Began to come pictures very reminiscent of the girl's funeral.
The white cloth appear. She's so immaculate, so light. Blonde hair.
Well, as it was, and when I entered the mosque, the hair was really white at that time. She painted it white literally before she died, and she was really under a white sheet.
And for some reason, I see a blow. I had such a severe headache in my upper body. A nightmare from her. I think someone had a hand in causing grievous bodily harm. I guess that's how I'll say the definition. After all, some kind of man comes out, and this man seems to be taking her from behind. This is how it approaches, and this is how it turns its face. The star is burning above it, but I don't know how to determine it. Maybe she's simply asking for help, which is why she burned her star.
On the day of Nastya's death, my grandmother lives a little far from us, let's say 300 kilometers, and that day at exactly 04:30. She says, I wake up and see a bright, bright star in the window, burning, burning, and going out. I don't understand anything she says at the moment she was killed. Grandma somehow felt and saw this star.
I hold on to hope that she is alive. I can sense her heartbeat. If it was a phantom, I wouldn't feel the heart. It feels like this is how I was injected today. And he also has a condition as if he was injected. And here it is in some space. I can't catch it. This is some kind of sharp thing in the light. That's how the shine goes. Such a sharp tip, shiny. It looks like either a needle or a knife. Most likely due to his sharpness, I feel this instinctively for some reason.
Injections.
In fact, the examination found no drugs or alcohol in Nastya's blood. Who's responsible for the terrible night? The girl was completely sober.
Yes, postmortem examination is nothing like that.
There was neither.
Drugs or alcohol?
Selo Iskander was able to tell a lot of exact details from the life of Nastya Lafina to the clairvoyant, but never felt that this girl was no longer alive. Slavic sorcerer Alexei Fat, unlike Sulu, felt the energy of death immediately.
Whatever she killed with. Well, it just started with a blow to the waist. And now there is a feeling of a closed space. Maybe it just had some kind of bar-like feel. Maybe the restaurant could be a basement. I don't know. It's all not very neat there.
No.
Primarily the presence of dance.
Do you see her dancing?
Yes, she was. Maybe it is a disco that dancing is constantly present. See the body, much like these clothes. Is most likely entirely wrapped in these clothes like a mummy. Like a Muslim tradition, that is, they...
Didn't see her face, or why do you think it's a mummy?
I didn't see the face, but she was really wrapped up like a mummy.
Yes, in fact, Nastya was buried with a mummy's face. It was impossible to restore her appearance entirely, so she had a wig on. They acquired this fully closed veil, so perhaps it wasn't visible.
Alexeyev was correct, and additionally, he managed to see where 17-year-old Nastya spent her final hours. It represented the girl's national identity.
He mentioned that perhaps it was religiously significant. Well, as Muslims, that Father Tatar dance he witnessed, yes, it was at a disco, in a nightclub, Alexei observed.
The ever-present man also directly involved in this situation. Haircuts, short leather jacket, white dolaska. He's not fat, because the average appearance is not Slavic, Tsarist, Caucasian, maybe someone non-Slavic. And he also probably possessed some power. For some reason, there is still the presence of three.
Alexei Fat also tried to answer the question, why was Nastya Vafina killed?
Blackmailed by something? Maybe they wanted to know somewhere they could come to an agreement with her, or they threatened something. It became very dangerous.
So there is only one psychic left, Brajina Lapa. Even before the start of filming the test of our heroine, Marina said that first of all we should hope for his help. Can meet the hopes of a grief-stricken woman? Will he be able to shed light on this terrible crime?
Well, the cafe beat the girl blow to the head. Was dragged her, 2 or even 3 beat her. It wasn't him. This man didn't. But why did they leave the mobile phone? That's a mystery.
A week ago, a resident of the closed Siberian city of Zheleznogorsk turned to our psychics for help. On September 30th, her daughter, an 11th grade student of the Lafin government, was brutally murdered. The girl's mutilated body was found in the backyard of a local nightclub. Nastya's relatives could only identify her by her tattoo. The last hours of his life. Schoolgirl spent in a nightclub and murder accused a 16-year-old teenager. But her mother is sure that he has nothing to do with the death of her daughter.
They found Nastin's phone and keys. I don't believe this to do from a boy. A boy cannot have such, probably to commit such a malicious murder.
The finalists of the Battle of Psychics joined the investigation of this crime. Victoria Zheleznova confidently stated that the detained teenager did not kill Nastya. Sula Iskander told no one known details of the girl's life. Alexei Fat suggested the reason why she was killed, but most of all, the mother of the deceased Nastya hopes helps psychics. Will he be able to live up to the hopes of a grief-stricken woman?
This can only be others. Your daughter. They had many bruises. The impact on their bellies. I've seen acquaintance. Like 33? Familiar for 3 months. Young man, an athlete, he often wears sports clothes. No. Not Russian.
Not Russian.
That this is a lot of people's company of drunk people. Indeed, such a room involves sitting and drinking. Melody.
What might have transpired with them that resulted in death?
There is a cafe not far from this place. She see? You shouldn't have seen that. Can you provide any statements regarding this individual?
He had nothing to do with Nastya's death?
No, he won't kill. He was completely incapable of handling her physically in any manner. And he's so small and... He didn't pass. He can't speak, he's afraid. He's just afraid.
The profound grief experienced by Marina deeply moved the Iranian psychic. Determined to assist the bereaved woman, he initiated his own meticulous investigation. He took several photographs of the Nastya to his home, intending to work diligently with them, and solemnly promised the girl's mother to disclose all his findings the following day.
Tomorrow, if anything happens, I will definitely stay here. I arrived specially this time. Yes.
Early in the morning, Mehdi and Marina met in the center of Moscow. They went to the cafe and talked for a long time. Without cameras, we only managed to capture the very beginning of their conversation.
No one from your city. Nobody is available to assist you. Completely out of money. Examination. It says that this is an ice order.
After several hours of communication, they decided to share their impressions.
They meditate. And with reason. The cafe where they were seated, she recognized him and decided.
She
naturally resists. That's why I suffered so much.
Indeed, I went with the expectation of getting assistance from someone truly makes a significant impact. Incomprehensible to us, probably. In general, the man told something that is unrealistic to tell anyone without knowing how you won't believe it.
Thus, 4 psychics successfully completed the ultimate test in our contest. Voting is still open, and only you, the audience, can determine the winner of this competition, the top contender in the psychic battle. So, dear friends, you have passed the final test. The battle of psychics is over for you, but who will be the winner is unknown to anyone. Right now, TV viewers are voting from Vladivostok to Kaliningrad across the country. Viewers are deciding your fate. Voting will end in a few minutes. I invite our finalists to have the last word in our project. Who would have the courage?
First and foremost, I appreciate all the people who have supported me throughout this journey. The queue in the Nizhny Novgorod region in France, England, Ireland, and the distant city of Montevideo. Thank you all.
They also cheered for you abroad, as I understand it.
Thank you to everyone for giving me the opportunity to participate in this program and show what I am capable of. Russell's motherland, I love you all.
I extend my heartfelt thanks to everyone who showed their love and greetings to Kazakhstan. Vote.
I am grateful to everyone who believes in me. I feel your support, I feel your love. I am also grateful to my competitors who have become good friends.
I want to inform our viewers that in exactly 1 week, we will reveal the results of the voting. We will all find out who you, dear viewers, have chosen as the best psychic. Next Sunday...